been able to recruit and attract quality student athletes here to UW-Whitewater that have embraced the challenge and the competition that it takes to be successful in our football program.
They want guys who are, going to come in and work hard, not think that anything's going to be given to them.
Football season just isn't 4 months or 4 weeks out of the year. It's a commitment that's year-long, and that's how you're going to prepare, because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Every coach at every position, they strive for perfection.
They say every day, get better today, let's get better today.
It's about the little things, you do those little things that other teams don't do, and you win championships.
They do a good job by telling us, what we do wrong, but in the same sense telling us how to get better. And if you are able to play at the college level, you will play.
We're always hungry. I don't think we're ever, completely satisfied. Yep, winning the national championship is very satisfying, but yet your goals are always a little bit farther than you can reach.
The moment we start counting our victories and start counting our consecutive wins is the moment that we get beat. And there's always somebody out there that wants to beat us.
Always wanted to be a Warhawk. I just didn't know how I was going to get there. My dad, he ended up moving me to my grandparents because we were financially unstable and stuff.
This is a neighborhood I grew up in since the 6th grade. It was kind of a big transition, coming from Chicago.
Growing up without your real parents, you kind of lose, the goodness of life, because you see other kids, parents picking them up for practice. I was the shortest, chubbiest, and that's where it got a little tougher. Grades started slipping and stuff because it was a new environment coming from minority to Caucasian. It was just a big flip. I kind of had to wake up and say, this is what you need to do. It was either success or be left behind.
It really becomes a family between workouts and practice.
Our routine really is no different, whether it was for the national championship game or whether it was for game one. That routine that we use in pregame is pretty consistent.
Now that guy is an eligible receiver, right?
What you're trying to do, hopefully as a coach, is to reduce as much anxiety that there might be for a player when they're in that 3rd and short, or they're in that 4th and goal situation, that they know we've practiced this over and over again. This isn't a big deal. Each position coach gets an opportunity to call out 1 or 2 players that have really exemplified that philosophy or that attitude of pounding the rock. And it's become very symbolic.
Here we go, pound the rock on 3. 1, 2, 3, pound the rock! Good job. 1, 2, 3, dance!
Are you going to do the things necessary in the weight room? Are you going to do the things necessary in the classroom to prepare yourself?
It's more than just, practicing. You got to be good off the field too, in the classroom, to be on the field.
I really feel that Division III is the purest sense of the sport. It's the focus is on the student first and the athlete second.
We want good young men who are conscientious students and who are also good players.
They keep on us about getting our schoolwork done. They make sure that each and every person goes to class every day.
I think our coaches aren't just coaches, they are teacher, mentor, parent. I
think that's because, they care a lot about us, and they know that this might not be a springboard to the NFL or anything. This is a place to get an education to set you up for your future career.
You have guys who are extremely passionate about the game. They love the game. They're not getting paid.
School comes first and all, but I don't think I'd have that motivation, if I didn't have the game. I love the game. Just got involved with this community and it just became my home. I feel like there are a million hands on my back pushing me in the right direction to reach all my goals.
Dr. Polinsky and Chancellor Telfer have provided great leadership that if we're going to have athletics on our campus, we believe in excellence.
We aspire to have grade point averages that are better than the general student body population, and we want to graduate at a higher level than the general student body population.
We have to eliminate the distractions, and the distractions are the things that break that other part of the routine that we've been so used to through the other 14 games of the season, yet at the same time letting our players enjoy the experience of what a trip to Salem is all about.
Instead of just focusing on football, and there are children looking up to us.
With the little who stockings all hung in a row. These stockings.
We also answered a lot of trivia questions about Wisconsin and Virginia that we traded back and forth, and which college teams are better and professional teams, so it was a good time. When we were leaving, a lot of the kids pulled out pen and paper, and they wanted to get our autographs, and so that was pretty cool. And then they got the cheerleaders too.
I don't know how to be doing that. Remarkable what you all are accomplishing year after year.
When you get there, you got banquets for the Gallardi Trophy presentation, and then like the spotlight on champions. Our coaches try and make sure that we're focused on the task at hand, and that's winning that game.
We're all nervous because we were on ESPN2 this year, and prime time, and we walk into the locker room, we're all familiar with it because we've been there in years past, and big locker, and you're sitting there, you're looking around, you're excited, you're getting the butterflies.
My mindset was to get the job done and leave everything on the field. Coaches say that a lot.
Man out, if it's 60s, then we're here.
Last year, I only came in on third downs and was expected to get the job done then, but this was a sort of a bigger role for me to put my feet in.
But it's something you've prepared for. It's not something that you can all of a sudden get somebody ready for in 4 or 5 days.
I was in the locker room before the game listening to my music because that's what gets me going.
I felt like I was going to be a big part of this game.
It's simple. Fast, physical, smart, Warhawk football. 60 minutes. Look the guy next in the eye. You dig down as deep as you ever done before. You get this thing done. 60 minutes, you're national champion.
We knew Mount Union was a very good defense, and statistically, we're ranked #1 in almost every single category. That first series, I think we got some of our jitters out of us.
We didn't think that we were really getting the sort of respect that we deserved.
We had high spirits the whole game, even though it was close.
I've referred to it with people as sort of a fist fight in the phone booth.
I knew we were close to getting field goal range, and coach asked me, he's like, do you think you can make it? And I said, yeah. I was pretty nervous going out there because I knew it was one of the longer ones, and it was critical because it was still 0-0.
We got up 10 points and right with about 5 minutes to go, and I felt kind of good, but then 2 minutes later they score, and now it's a 3-point game again, and you just didn't know what was going to happen.
You're meeting with your offensive coaches, going over stuff. You hear their sidelines going crazy. You look, and they're scoring. That's you just bite the bullet, and that's what you put on all the hard work for. Is a close game and a championship game to go out there and drive the ball down on the defense.
We always have confidence, and we've been kind of through some of those battles in the past, so I never really feel like our guys are getting rattled.
I was down kind of by myself on a knee, just looking, just watching, just hoping, one more series our defense can do it. I know they can.
To complete, the whole season undefeated and get the end result, it's a phenomenal feeling.
If it's your last year, you realize all the hard work you've put in, the sacrifices you've made, blood, sweat, and tears. And you look around and you see other guys that were there experiencing the same feeling, and it's just nuts.
You want to celebrate that with others. You know, you get down there to the field as fast as possible, and you know, hug the players and hug the coaches.
The most outstanding player of the 2011 Amos Alonzo Stagg Bowl is Hussein May.
Getting MVP was probably the best thing next to peanut butter and jelly. You know, I've been through a lot of things in my life, and you know, all the success is kind of emotional, you know, as well as gratifying. Whatever background you come from, you can be successful. When life gets hard, concentrate on the little things in life.
Surviving 4 years of college football is tough to do, and if you can do that, you're going to get more out of it than a couple championship rings. You're going to get lifelong lessons that no other person will have besides you.
I think I've come a long way in terms of, you know, where I want to be in life. Football really saved my life.